the precious resources beneath the soil of Botswana created even more precious potential above the soil of Botswana. The world's greatest diamond country came together with the world's greatest diamond company. The new agreement that we're signing today will go down in history as an evolution in that wonderful history. As the Minister has observed, the agreement has taken 6 years to negotiate. As we like to say, I believe it was worth the wait. I would like to commend the vision of President Boko and the Botswana government, the vision they've set out in this agreement, and the aspirations for the people of Botswana that they've set in place. The cornerstone of the new agreements is Diamonds for Development, a program that will see us invest together in the future of the people of Botswana, investing in sustainable economic development beyond diamonds and beyond the recovery of the last diamond. It's a truly visionary program, and I believe it'll go down in history as the key to what we've achieved over the last 6 years. I would like to pay my tribute to those who've led the negotiations over those last few years. The team led by the Permanent Secretary to the President, as Emma Pelowet-Letsi, and all the respect that she and her team have shown to De Beers, even in the toughest of negotiations. I would also like to thank our De Beers negotiating team, led by Alessandra Berridge, Tom Johnson, Paul Rowley, and so many others who've worked so hard to make today possible. Today is a diamond agreement, but also an agreement that goes beyond diamonds, an agreement that invests in the people of Botswana. It starts with a 1 billion pula investment in diamonds development, extending to up to $10 billion pula over the course of the agreement, but one which I believe, under the leadership of this government, supported by De Beers, can turn into tens and hundreds of billion pula of investment. It's a sign of our confidence in this country and a sign of our confidence in the people of Botswana. Now, we know the brilliant stories of the people of Botswana, the brilliance that diamonds have done in this country. We know the stories that are showcased so well in Arapa House. But does the world know those stories? Does the world know the ethical, responsible, and sustainable stories of the diamonds from Botswana? So key to the partnership that we are agreeing today is a marketing partnership. A partnership for the first time putting the resources, the brains, the capabilities of the Botswana government and ODC together with the brains, the people, and the resources of De Beers. A marketing partnership that can tell the story of the diamonds of Botswana and can tell the story of the people of Botswana. A Botswana story that I and the people of De Beers are so proud to play a small role in. Mr. President, Honourable Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, we in De Beers will never forget what a privilege it is to be your partner. We will never take that privilege for granted. We will always feel that privilege as we work going forwards. Thank you, Mr. President, for your trust. We will live up to it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cook. We do all cook up here. Ladies and gentlemen, before we hear from the President, it is only customary and only right in the Setswana culture that as an elder prepares to stand, there is a sweet something that invites him and asks him to stand. Therefore, I'm going to ask that you help me welcome back to the stage, Andante Chorus. And as soon as they are done, I will invite the Honorable Minister of Minerals and Energy to please come to the stage to introduce the President.
Thank you very much, Andante. Beautiful. Thank you, Penya Moroka. you've given me the responsibility of introducing the President, and I wanted to take a second to recognize the President as our lead negotiator in these negotiations towards the agreement. The role that both the President and the Vice President played in us getting where we are was extremely crucial. And I wish that sometimes I could share some of the stories of just what a tag team they make. And we get to experience the lawyer in different ways, as you all know. But it has been an honor and a privilege to have both the counsel, the support, and the leadership of the President, Advocate Duma Boko, during the negotiations of this, and the leadership, the support of the Vice President, Re Ndaba Haolate. And I wanted to take a moment to recognize their contributions to us being here today. And then it gives me the greatest honor to introduce to the stage, to give us his keynote address, the lead negotiator of the government of Botswana. And had we known, Mr. President, we should have negotiated in this heat, because we would have finished very soon, very quickly. And so it is my greatest honor, and I ask you to join me in rising as we welcome the 6th President of the Republic of Botswana, Re Advocate Duma Boko, to the stage.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Let me begin by recognizing each and every one of you individually and personally. Thank you for being here with us and bearing this heat. It reminds me of a famous preacher who once had to preach in conditions, I think, similar to these ones. It was blazing hot on the day. People had come from far and wide to listen to this famous preacher. And they had waited a very long time in the heat. And at a certain point, he took to the lectern to preach. He looked at the people who had gathered there in their hundreds of thousands and said to them, "It sure is very hot today. Imagine how it must be in hell." Thank you very much. And he left, and that was his message. I shall not presume to follow that route and beat that standard for brevity, but I shall surely do the very best I can in these circumstances. I've recognized you. You've been enunciated, enumerated in your offices, your various stations, your different roles, and I recognize you as well. We are here today to mark, reference, and celebrate a propitious moment. Not just to celebrate it, but to seize it and walk into the future with renewed vigor and confidence. We celebrate a partnership that has carried us thus far, a partnership built on trust, mutual respect, and utmost good faith, a partnership that has enabled us to extract from the belly of the earth in the Republic of Botswana these sparkling, scintillating, precious stones. Use them as the energy that powers our economic growth, our sustenance, the transformation and development of our lives and livelihoods, and indeed our country. A public-private partnership between ourselves as the government of the Republic of Botswana, as Botswana, and the De Beers group of companies. It has brought us this far. We've reveled in the joys and the opportunities of our mutual collaboration. We've tried the best we could to build an economy, a resilient economy. And in the process, I must confess, we fell into the complacency of over-reliance on these powerful stones. We've reached a point now in our journey where we face headwinds, challenges in relation to our diamonds. We face challenges of a market that is unstable, that at the moment is somewhat unresponsive. We face challenges of fake diamonds, euphemistically called lab-grown, fake, because the genuine article is that stone that we mine from the bowels of the earth in Botswana. That is the genuine article that carries the history, this life story of a whole people that powers their lives, their livelihoods, on which this country is built and must progress. That is the genuine article. These stones that we mine from Morapa, from Joanne, these are the genuine diamonds, the natural diamonds. And we have the challenge now to tell the story of these diamonds through this partnership. This is a partnership that models, enacts, and exemplifies ties that bind us, the government of the Republic of Botswana, and the De Beers group of companies, a partnership that says to the rest of the world, you are free, you are invited, you are encouraged, you are urged to come to Botswana, because here we are a people of durable partnerships, partnerships built on firm foundations of respect and trust. We invite all investors to emulate what the De Beers group of companies has done. Enter into these types of partnership with the government and people of Botswana to achieve the kinds of results that we've achieved with our diamonds with this particular partnership. We celebrate this partnership. We are here to cement, to deepen, to broaden this partnership and the relationship that it presents. We are happy. We've traveled a long path of negotiation. And I've said, I have continued to maintain that when you negotiate, you know you've achieved a reasonable, fair, and equitable outcome when all the parties to the negotiation come out of that negotiation crying and celebrating in equal measure. Then you have a reasonably good agreement. If one of the parties is celebrating and the other is up in arms, you do not have a durable, sustainable partnership. I have looked at the face of Al Cook, representing De Beers. He seems to smile on occasion, but I see a deep sense of anguish as well at the same time. That perfect admixture of pain and celebration, joy. Not Kenewend, joy. And I look on the side of the Botswana government, I see pretty much the same sentiment. We have us a good deal. And we trust that it will carry us well into the future. To the people of Botswana, this partnership, this agreement is about you. It's about the jobs that you need. It's about the hope that you must have in your country. It's about the faith and confidence you must have in the institutions that this country has. But it is also a challenge to you that we must now begin to reimagine, refashion, reconfigure these institutions the better to serve our country better than it has been served thus far. We must not engage in any institutional fetishism. We must not respect these institutions too much, because even as we rely on what they have given us, we must constantly reevaluate, reimagine, refashion, and improve them. This partnership is an example to us that we can forge these partnerships built on shared values, shared virtues, and a shared vision. And I celebrate today this propitious moment where we have to sign, seal, and cement the partnership. We send a message to the world. Botswana is the best place on the African continent to do business. Botswana is the best place to locate your offices, your factories, all your operations. Bring them here, because here we respect partnerships. We value them immensely. We thrive on account of these partnerships. To the De Beers group of companies, thank you very much for this particular partnership. Thank you very much for the opportunities that it portends for us, for yourselves, and for the world. And we must from here go out and tell the story of these diamonds. Tell the world that they come from Botswana, a country of strong democratic institutions, a strong democratic culture, a resilient nation. We must tell the world that when they buy these natural diamonds from Botswana, they are assisting this country to grow, to develop, to progress, and to become the exemplar to the rest of the African continent that it has thus far been. And it seems to me that this partnership and many others that will come will ensure that Botswana takes its place at the head of the table as a leader, not just in democracy, but in ethical business practices, in building institutions that serve and ensuring that the country progresses for the benefit of all its people. So thank you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for the hard work that you've put in. Thank you to all the negotiating teams that pushed each other hard, bounced these ideas against each other, banged heads, did some stylish grave digging, went into the past and dug out information and presented it, marshaled it, and ultimately brought us where we are today, to this propitious moment where we now sign, seal, and authenticate this partnership. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Remakang, I recognize you. I see you. I see many familiar faces. I extend to you my warmest regards. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, you may take your seats. We're going to take a short interlude, ladies and gentlemen, an opportunity maybe to rehydrate and grab a little bit of fresh air while the signing table gets set up on stage for the reason we are all here this afternoon. While the table is set up, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite the legal teams to place the agreements and pens on the table, ready for our signatories. The legal teams, please, with the agreements and the pens that will be used for signing. To our media, there are designated photographers, so please give them the right of way, if you will. They will then be able to disseminate the correct images and videos, if you so wish, for publication on your platforms. So please, those that are with De Beers, those wearing the all access tags, please give them position of prominence in front of the table such that they can take the right quality footage and be able to share it with you. Thank you. I would now like to invite our signatories, Honorable Minister of Minerals and Energy, Ms. Boko Kenewendo, and De Beers Group Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Al Cook, to join me on stage and take their positions at the table.
We are back on the business chance to just talk about what is going to be happening here. That moment is actually just about to happen, Victor, which is basically the signing of the agreement, which will give De Beers 10 years of sales and marketing of Botswana diamonds. It also gives them 25 years of mining. This is the day, this is the moment that you have all been waiting for. And you heard what the president said himself, and Al Cook himself, what they said. Glorious, glowing terms, glowing words, glowing tribute to what they have done between the two of them in the negotiation.
Yeah, it's been 6 years of waiting. 6 years, my brother. So I think it's understandable that both parties are emotional as they are. We heard what the De Beers CEO Al Cook said. We heard what the president of Warona, Duma Boko, has said, and it's all
There's
emotional.
Al Cook there,
yes,
and Mayor Boholo Kenwendo, the minister, doing that what we are waiting for. And I have no doubt that cameramen will be capturing every moment of that. Indeed, they are doing that, and writers are going to be producing quite a lot of what you will keep for the future, and they will. Those who are capable will write exactly how that pen is dancing on that paper. Victor, this is another. I mean, for her, the minister, is another historical moment for her.
Yes, from history, I heard she's the third female minerals minister.
Yeah.
And we know very well that she regards the late Gausito Chepe as one of her mentors. So it's for her, it's also at a personal level. Mebo Kholoken Wendo is also, I think, an emotional afternoon for her.
Yeah. And Al Cook himself is known for being thorough in what he does. And it's exemplary what he has done throughout the negotiation. I think he has been able to contain, or rather command that respect continuously, and not only just by word of mouth, but he lived that.
We need that kind of sales, more mo gore ditemane tsa rona ga o kopele di rekisa go le kae ga o ka ela thoko mahoko a ga re El Cook ke ona e le gore re a thoka gore ditemane di simolole go rekisa, so we need those kind of partners go ya kopele ka gore ke bone batho ba ile gore ba re etelela pele re le hatse go ya go rekisa ditemane.
mme re boko sa se buileng ke gone gore go botlhokwa gore re amogele gore go a pele le ga e ka tswa ditemane tse kana Botswana kana tumelano tsa rona di re bereketse go le kana go botlhokwa go ntse re tokahatsa se re se bona mo go tsone.
Erra nngwe ya mahoko a renda ba gaola the finance minister a ta bua ke gone gore re thoka go aga Botswana yo mongwe mainly away from minerals ke gore whether ke food processing kana ke agro processing kana ke any other sector, so that's the challenge ya gore going forward ha re sena re tsa madi koreta be ra tsa teko ditemane re kgone go aga di company tse dingwe e le gore international e ta kgona gore direla madi kgotsa letseno le kana le gore Botswana e ntse e letise ka gore ra lemoga gore go empele ditemane ga dina go tswelela di re tshegetsa jaaka ntse di re tshegeditse in the past 40-50 years.
Antse re ba lebe jaaka ba saena yone tumalano yo Victor o bua ka gone go dirisa yone triple P ke yone e leng gore puso e gatelela thata gore nna le wena ne re bua gantele gore go tsile jang gore be le gore go tshimologong re simolotse yone triple P ya Botswana kana joint venture ya Botswana between DBS and Botswana gore gata jang yana gore be le gore re tsere nako e telele gore palo ke gore re dire seo mo mehameng e mengwe gape ya itsholelo gore go dileng gore khotsana mo agriculture ka re itse gore go ntse thata gore re robe se ne re batla go se roba o lebala madi a ra tsenya gore gata jang gore go nne thata gore be re simolotse go ira e tshwana le yone kompone
erra ha o ka lebella population ya rona e kotas mme go hela ka ha ke lebileng ka teng re ne re tshwanela ke gore re ka ba re ikokeditse gongwe le ka batswakwa so that ha re ruta Batswana go nna dingaka re bo re itse gore go na le ba thibang diphata le gone ko mining ha re ruta Batswana go nna matishara bo re le ba ile gore ba thiba in other sectors, so population ya rona le yone e nile le sabe mo gore re bo re sa kgone go godisa triple P in other sectors e le gore re bata, but also the issues tse di tshwana le bo financial literacy go dikolong tse e le gore re itse gore Batswana re bata gore re dirise di ka ha ne re itse ka dilo tse di tshwana le bo metshelo le bo ntse le gore re ntse re itsewe ka tsone ke gone gore re di modernize re bone gone go itse gore go ya kwa pele re tshwara matsogo a rona jang gone gore re iterele letseno gore yone wealth transfer kgotsa wealth creation ya Batswana ya go tswa gone gore re ithutile go le kae mo tirisanong yone le gore re le Batswana re ka dirisana go le kae
jaaka re ntse re lebella tsone ba bobedi jo bo dipampiri di dintsi tota go sa gakgamatse gore be di dintsi yalo ka gore ra di tshotse botshelo jwa Batswana di tshotse botshelo jwa DBS go a pele ke ka mo ka nna le gore go gontsi mo leng gore go kwadilwe go gontsi mo go tshwanetse gore go balwe pele ga go ka saenwa mme o no bua ka yone ya gore palo ya rona mo Botswana le yone gape ke yone mmamang mme ga o lebella pele se se irweng ke AU go tla re go a pele be le gore tota palo ya no ga e re sepehela gore palo nyenyane ka gore go ra gore Africa otlhe ke eno e leng gore ke gore ka rekisang teng go gaisa jaaka ne ntse go ntse ko pele go ra gore re ka tswa ga re ka kgona gore re go ira masimo nna le wena gante ne re bua ka gone gore o tsona go kgona gore a tswele ko mahatseng a mangwe a re ke na le madi ke batla lehatshe a le mekoko e leng gore temoteng e bogadi bo gauki mme re ko bohelong a tsise thobo yo a tsise mo Botswana a tla go ira industry e ntšha e leng gore tlebe e netefatsa gore re ira e tshwanang le yone ya Botswana gape
erra jaaka o bona gone yana the handshake, the golden handshake is a diamond handshake. I don't know ka gore mo ditemane a re a diamond handshake
ke one handshake ya teng ena e leng gore go a pele re tlile go nantse re gakologelwa bobedi jo ka gore bone wa tsisa pharologanyo ba kana ba konentella se e leng gore Botswana le DBS ba ntse ba tsere ba ka lotelle ba bua ka sone re bo kona bua gore ko bohelong ha lo buisana go tshwantse go gore nne gore ha lo tswa mo lotlhe lwane lo lebana ka go dilolana mme ka go lekana mme gape lo lebana lo nyenya ka go lekana ke gone go ka gore ga gona opanya no re nna ke latlhegetswe ga gona opo re ke bone gotlhe mo nne ke go batla go dumalana gore no mongwe le mongwe o bone se le gore na se batla go hela go gongwe mme o lositse go lekana nyana ka go lekana
erra potso kgolo ke gone gore go tsweng ga go ya pele madi a re ya go a dira mo ditemaneng ra go a tsenya ga kae gone gore e re ko pele kwa ka gore o utile gore Tatona Boko na bua gone gore ebile le hoko le ithele le dirisiwa thata go te lab grown diamonds gongwe ebile ga la siama go thamalelo hela go bue go te those are fake diamonds potso ke gone gore ha ile gore ba rekang tsone di fake diamonds ba ka tswelela ba thusa gore ba go reka di fake diamonds rona ha re ntse re rekisa bonyane jero bo rekisa just natural diamonds. What are we going to do with that money so that ultimately ga re rely thata mo ditemaneng go en kopeng
ke rata jalo tautona ke o le eno mona ya ka le ene a ka boitumelo je se se iragetseng mme ne ke gatele so se buang Victor sone sa mahoko go dirisa mahoko gore re se ka ra nna ra re ke ena ga batle go ntse go tele diamonds o batla go tlhamolela gore tsa maitirelo go ntse go tsa maitirelo mme ntle le sone se rra tla ke go bolele gore se se iragetseng gape mo go tsone diamond industry ba go godimo tota ba re ba le ka bojotlhe gore no le mahoko mangwe ga ba batle gore a dirisiwe a ile gore ba tlwelesegile ka one gore ba di lab diamonds ga ba batle gore ba letlele gore ba dirisa mahoko ka gore ba ha batho se seng sone yaanong gore batho ba tlhaloganye diteamane tseo ka tsela e sele mme go sa ga ba batle gone moo so ga go gagamatsa gore re bo go le ena ba tla ka le go kolola gore no a re popomaleng re tse ke tse di itiretsweng
erra a ke re seo se sta dira gone gore kana o remember gore gape bone di-consumer tsa ditemane ba bangwe ba na le gone go batla go itse gore bone bo blood diamond le bo lab-grown diamonds le bo ba batla pharologanyo eneo so the more e le gore re thamalatsa gone gore mo ke fake mo ke natural go thusa bone di-consumer gone gore ba tseye tshoso ya gore ba itse gore ba reka dihe and obviously jaaka go supile in the past bontsi ja di-consumer tsa ditemane tota ba di-consumer tsa tsone tota ba batla tsone tse di-natural tse e le gore ra itse gore di bona gone mo lehatsheng la rona kgotsa di tswa gone mo mmung wa lehatshe la rona
mme ebile ko bohelong jwa letsatsi jaaka no bona go ba konentelela ka gore mme bogolo a ba neela mabogo botlhe ba bone ba le go ba leng gore ba botlhokwa gone mo tsatsing la gampieno jaanong re boetse ko goreng a mongwe le mongwe mo tafoleng jaanong re go a itshetlela yaanong kgang ya itshetlela mo go rona gore go diragetse re konenteletse jaanong jaaka ne re bo kwa bua ga re lebela ko pele re tswalela pele re mosepele o simologile ke gone mo gore re simolole go berekano re tlile go etsa gone hana go netefatsa gore go a pele o tlile go nantse o le karolo ya se se iragetseng gampieno ka go dira seo se kgonang a re emise gone hana re boele ka ko re etsa gore gatweng
Advocate Duma Gideon Boko takes leave. Ushers, please remove the table. Can we have the table removed from the stage, please?
Welcome to Botswana's #1 news publishers, where we feed you with news you need to know daily, for we indeed consider ourselves accountable to you. We create innovative, unique, digital experiences and exciting news. For captivating and up-to-the-minute news, check us on our BW News app and or all our socials, with a combined growing followership of over 1 million on Facebook. Download the BW News app, your one-stop shop for Botswana's leading newspapers. The app features all 4 papers, inclusive of the Midweek Sun, Botswana Guardian, updated in an easy-to-flip-through format once the papers are printed. If you want to reach a large audience, we got you covered. Our large followership allows us to help you achieve your goal, with professional videographers to pull an outstanding live stream for you. Live streaming means quality, and that right there is a promise we make and keep in delivery of service, for we understand the need of such quality requirement. For any inquiries, you can simply engage with us on our socials.